Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'll be doing a video that I actually wanted to film before the year ended, but I didn't have time because of the holidays and work. So I'm doing it today, and this is actually the second time I'm doing this video because the first time came out not very good. So yes, in this video I'll be ranking all the animes that I watched in 2022. In 2022, I watched total of 29 animes, and that's a record for me. I never watched that many animes in all the years of my life, so I'm really proud about that. One of my 2022 goals was to, watch more anime, and I actually wanted to reach the 200 completed. I wasn't able to do that, but I'll continue to try and achieve that this year, 2023. So. I have here 5 tiers. I have masterpiece, good, meh, and ill. So we're going to start with Ahare-san Akarenai, which I gave a 7 out of 10. Honestly, it's just like a awesome slice of life anime. It's really easy to watch, and it also talks about some relatable stuff like anxiety and like not fitting in, and the romance beats are like super cute, so I'm going to put that on good. Then we have Boku no Hero Academia season 3, 4 and 5, which I gave 9 out of 10 to the season 3. Season 4 9 out of 10, and season 5 I gave 8 out of 10. So overall I liked all the seasons, even though I think season 5 was a bit like boring and repetitive at times, because like on season 5 all they did was like competitions between the class A and class B, so it could be a bit like boring at times, like every episode was basically the same thing. And while I was making this video, I noticed that I took a lot of time to watch Boku no Hero. I guess it was because, it can be boring sometimes, but that's just the only issue I have with Boku no Hero. The rest, I really like Boku no Hero. So season 3, I'm gonna put on in good. Season 4, also good. Yeah. Then we have Bunko Stray Dogs, the first season, which I gave 8 out of 10. Honestly, I don't really remember much of what happened because I started watching Bunko Stray Dogs around the same time I started watching Bleach in March of last year. And since Bleach was so long, I kind of wanted to focus myself on Bleach, so I kind of rushed watching Bunko Stray Dogs. So that's why I don't remember much. I remember liking it, and I also remember liking Dazai. So honestly, I can't say much because I don't remember much, and I will have to rewatch it to watch the other seasons. So yeah, I'll just put it in good. Then we have Chainsawman, which obviously I gave a 10 out of 10. I finished this one recently on the 28th of December, and I don't think I need to say why I liked it. I think if you watched it, you know why it's good. Like the plot, it's just really cool. I really like the world building and the animations, and also the characters, and I honestly just recommend it to everyone. It's really good. So then we have the Given OVA, which I obviously gave a 10 out of 10. I wanted to watch this OVA when it came out in 2021, but Given just like destroys me. So I wasn't feeling like mentally or like emotionally capable of like watching this, even though it's just one OVA, it's like 20 minutes. I watched this one on Christmas Eve, and honestly it's just an OVA. It's nothing special. It's cute and awesome, and it's Given, so obviously it's a masterpiece. Then you have Haikyuu Karasu no Koku versus Shiratorizawa Gakuen Koku, a long name, which I give a 10 out of 10. Honestly, it's just IQ, and I don't have much to say about this one. It's just good on its own. So then we have Haikyuu Riko versus Ku, which I gave 9 out of 10. Honestly, it's nothing special. It's just like It's just Bokuto's team versus the Michael Jackson looking guy's team. I don't remember his name, but it's not like nothing special. Then we have IQ to the top part 1 and 2, which I gave 10 out of 10. I really like this one. The only thing I have to say, and I'm still on the fence about it, is the change of the art style. I remember like before I watched this season, I was like, why the hell did they change the art style? I think they did it because it's more like the manga's art style, but I don't think I like it. They just look very like round and weird. So yeah, I'm not sure about that, but it's still a masterpiece, you know. Then we have Jibako-shun and Hanako-kun, which I gave a 7 out of 10. I like this one, especially the visuals, but the story could get a bit boring and like confusing at times. It also felt a bit dragged out for some reason, but overall it was good. I really liked the ghost stories, and I think the characters, especially Nene-chan, are super cute. So yeah, I'll just put it in good. Then we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6. Part 2 and 3, which I gave obviously a 10 out of 10. So for this one, I don't think I need to say why it's a masterpiece. You know, the characters, the world building, the plot, the lore, like literally everything, it's good. The other thing I have to say about JoJo Part 6 is first the batch system. They dropped part 1 on December 2021, and then the other 2 parts were, I believe, on September, and then the other one was on December. I don't like the batch system. First, I think it kills the hype, and like every time that a new batch dropped, I kind of forgot what happened. I had to rewatch the last episode of the previous batch, so it was a bit like confusing in the beginning. And because you just have JoJo Part 6 Part 1, JoJo Part 6 Part 2, JoJo Part 6 Part 3, and honestly I cannot with the word part anymore. But yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like about Part 6. I think that was Netflix fault, to be honest, but anyway. And the only thing I also have to talk about, and I'm still like unsure if I liked or not, was the ending. Like things that have to do with like time travel and like alternative realities or like universes just mess up in my head. I cannot like comprehend them. My brain is just like fried completely. Like when I watched that ending, I was like, what is this? Like it's really confusing. Like the characters didn't really exist as they originally existed on the main universe. It's really weird. And also it was super heartbreaking. You know, Emporio, he was there like as he, you know, originally was and is, but the other character like Jolene, Hermes, Anasui, Weather Report, there are like different versions of themselves. Like it's super weird. I can't. And yeah, that's super weird, but I liked that Emporio was the one to defeat Pucci, because, you know, Jolene and the others like put their, you know, entire like trust in him. So yeah, I like that part. And yeah, that's the only thing I have to say that I was like about JoJo Part 6. But yeah, I really liked Part 6. I missed JoJo, especially Jotaro, so it was nice to have him back. And I recommend it to everyone, and please don't skip parts, just watch, you know, chronologically from part 1 to part 6. Don't skip parts, please. And I do plan on rewatching JoJo, you know, soon. And yeah, I can't wait for part 7, and I'll be here waiting, even though it will probably like take 20 years, but you know, it's fine, I'll be waiting. So of course, you know, masterpiece. Then we have the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie, which I also gave a 10 out of 10. The movie was like amazing. I went to the cinema with my sister to watch it, and it was really cool seeing the backstory before the actual, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen anime, and it actually made me become like a simp for Gito. I'm not sure how to say it, but you know, I don't know what they did to him in that movie, because on the anime I thought he was like super annoying and ugly, but on the movie I was shocked because I was not expecting him to like be that hot. So you know, the movie was a masterpiece. So then we have Kimetsu no Yaiba Yukaku Hen, or the Entertainment District arc, which I give a 10 out of 10. This season was special because, you know, Tengen was there, he's like the main character, and you know, that's the reason why it's a masterpiece. So yeah. Then we have Komi-san wa Commission Test season 1 and 2, which I gave 10 out of 10 to the first season and 9 out of 10 to the second season. So this anime is like super wholesome and like relatable. I honestly recommend it to everyone, especially if you struggle with like social anxiety, and I really like the way they approach that topic, because you know, Komi's dream is to have like 100 friends, but you know, even after she made one friend, she's still like super anxious and awkward around everybody. So you know, they don't make it seem like it's something that you overcome just after like talking to someone or making your friends. I really like the way they approach that topic, and honestly it's just like really awesome, and the romance parts are super cute and funny. So I honestly don't have much to say. Maybe season 2 I felt was a bit repetitive sometimes, but you know, nothing unbearable. So masterpiece. Then we have Kokyu no Karasu, which I gave 8 out of 10. So this anime was a bit like meh. Like I liked some aspects of it, and it was cute in the end. The romance parts like were cute, but I felt it was super stretched out, even though it has only like 13 episodes. And like it was boring most of the times, to be honest, and the plot was super hard to understand. And I guess it was because there were like a lot of plot points that were talked about in the beginning but then just dropped all of a sudden, and also because this anime is like inspired in Chinese culture, and you know, the characters, they have like Chinese names, but you know, they you know, refer to them with Japanese names. For example, like the main character, like the main female character, her name in Chinese is Xiu Shui, and that's the name you can read like on the subtitles. But like in the anime, they refer to her as Jujutsu, so they say Jujutsu, but you're reading Xiu Shui like in the subtitles, and it's like really weird. It's really hard to memorize the characters' names and even like understand the story. Because of that, yeah, I didn't like that aspect of that anime, and honestly I was only able to, you know, finish it because I watched most of the episodes on 1.25 speeds and when I was bored at work. Otherwise I would have probably dropped it on episode 3. So yeah, it was me. So the next one is Mononoke Hime, which I hope people don't come for me for this, which I gave a 6 out of 10, and I think I'm being generous with their rating. I just feel like it was really boring and super long. It took me like 2 days to finish it, and in the end I was like, really, that's it? And honestly I don't get the hype about the movie. Like I didn't understand anything of the story or like the plot or like the point of that movie, and it's called Mononoke Hime, but she's not even the main character, so okay, you know, I'm really sorry. Then we have Obey Me, which I gave a 7 out of 10. Honestly, nothing special. I just watched it because I was really into the game at the time, so no, it's nothing special. Just like, nothing special. Then we have Ramen's Club, which I gave 7 out of 10. And I honestly had higher expectations for this anime, but overall it was good and fun. You know, it's just like a typical sports anime, and I think if you enjoy sports anime, you will like this one. The only difference is that they're like fully grown men and you can like have a glimpse into their like work, like personal lives, but it's nothing special to be honest. Then we have Sasaki to Miyano, which I gave 10 out of 10. And honestly, this anime is probably the most wholesome and cute boys love anime that I have ever watched in my life. It's like super cute, and I think if you like boys love or yaoi, you will really enjoy this one. And I like that it's different from like other like yaoi or like boys love animes or mangas, because you know how those animes or mangas can be. They can be a bit like heavy or toxic sometimes, but this one is super wholesome and beautiful, and I love it. It's a masterpiece. Then we have Shingeki no Kyojin, the final season, part 2, which obviously a 10 out of 10. And just like JoJo, I don't think I need to say why it's a masterpiece, so I can't wait for the final part, even though I read the manga, but it's where it belongs. And then we have Spy X Families part 1 and 2, which I gave 10 out of 10 to both. And this anime is like also a masterpiece. I love that it's super like cute, wholesome, and like super unique. The characters, I love them all. And I really love the dynamic between Lloyd, Yor, and Anya. And Anya is super cute and Lloyd super hot, so. Then we have Tokyo Miminu, which I gave a 6 out of 10. I already talked about this anime here on my channel. I actually did like a video or two, I think, while I was watching it, or like giving my thoughts about it. And this was annoying to say the least. Like, I know it's a classical shoujo anime. I used to watch some episodes of the like old version when I was, small. But as I started to grow up, shoujo animes just piss me off. And this one in particular, it's like so cringy. I hate that everything has to do with romance. And the romance bits were like so cringy and annoying. I had to skip all the parts and I was like so pissed off and annoyed. So I hate this one. And I will be watching season 2, by the way. So these are our rankings. And I am really proud of myself again for the amount of animes that I watched this past year. And I want to continue this year. I definitely want to reach the 200 completed animes. In my previous video, where I talk about my 2023 goals, I talk about most of the animes that I want to watch this year. So if you want to check it out, feel free. And that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually wanted to film a video like this for a long time, but I had to wait till the end of the year. So I hope you enjoyed and see you next time. Bye.